Here on Kiwi, 15 minutes past 8 now.
A tumor this size is very dangerous. Do you have any family? Oh, gotta take this.
My name is Chloe. I live in Virginia Beach, and everyone loves me because I'm so pretty.
I wanted an Escalade! This is the biggest day of my life, and you're up, Dad!
Hey, creepy. Isn't the schoolgirl thing a little played out?
Don't move and don't make a sound.
If you want the car, just take it. My parents got me the wrong one anyways.
Yeah, that's a fucking tragedy.
What you're hearing there is God Bless America, a brand new trailer and a very fitting title for that film, and of course for this feature today, because Lena Lamont, our film reviewer, is in fact in America, in LA, joining us via Skype video this morning in quite a roomy room. Good morning, Lena.
Hi there. Hi, Wammo. Yeah, I'm in the Los Angeles Public Library in a room full of Hollywood movie posters from the 1930s.
Oh, wow. How about that? And, of course, you've been there for a few days now and been wandering around Hollywood. Boy, it must be a heck of a trip, especially for someone who's so into film.
Yeah, do you know, one of the totally film geek things that's been going on for me is standing at a crossroads and looking across the road and going, isn't that the store where Michael Douglas went in and falling down? And after I'm done with you here, I'm going to walk just down one block and find the bank where they shot Heat. So basically LA is one big movie geek heaven in that regard.
Wow. Have you seen anything being filmed at the moment?
No, I haven't, but I did go to Paramount Studios yesterday and did the studio tour, and they won't allow you on a sound stage. I mean, Glee was still filming, and it would have been kind of cool to be on the sound stage, obviously, watching a bit of that, but that's absolutely no-go.
Yeah.
But we were able to see one of their outdoor streets.
Yeah.
It's called New York Street,
yes.
And they were shooting something there, but we weren't allowed to see exactly what was being shot.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But I guess LA, the whole place is a film set. Now this film, how did you manage to catch this one? Was this at some kind of festival or something?
Exactly, yes, it's been at Toronto. Basically, this movie, right, okay, I'm staying with a couple of Kiwi friends, one of whom is studying at USC. And each week, the film club, or the film school at the University of Southern California puts on free screenings. And they took me along last night to see this feature film by, get this, written and directed by Bobcat Goldthwait, who you will well remember, as I do, from the Police Academy films and other comedic exploits, right?
Yes.
So that's pretty crazy. So I thought, I don't know what we're getting in for here. Went along to see this film. It's called God Bless America. It is the most anti-American film you can possibly imagine. And I have to say, I'm glad I saw it with a bunch of Americans in the audience, because it was quite interesting to get their take on something that was so profoundly anti-patriotic, if you will.
Right. Anti-patriotic or anti-American?
Well, okay, good. Well, both, rather. The point of it really is... Okay, so the guy who's the lead in it is an actor called Joel Murray. He's from Mad Men. He plays Fred, can never remember the guy's surname. He's one of the more minor characters in Mad Men, right? He plays this character called Fred, who discovers that he has a brain tumor, which kind of adds to the woes of the rest of his life. He's got an ex-wife, he's got an ex-daughter, an ex-job. Do you know what I mean? He's kind of put together to be kind of Loserville. And... as an insomniac with splitting headaches, he's sitting up all night watching horrible American television. So you've got the horrible talk shows, dreadful American superstars, where people who can't sing are resoundingly mocked and then celebritized and all this. And we get all the clips of these kind of, obviously they're satirized versions of these programs. So I mean, honestly, this film is as subtle as being banged on the head by a brick. But he takes it upon himself to do something about the horribleness of the country that he lives in. And
I guess any further and you'll probably be giving the plot away. But I guess so. It's making some pretty pointed commentary on the state of the US media in particular, I suppose.
Absolutely, pointedly pointedly about US media, consumerism, superficial life, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, that's absolutely right. So, as I say, it's not a subtle movie by any stretch of the imagination. It's distinctly hyperbolic, but it's also, I found, incredibly cathartic. And I don't want to give away too much, but suffice it to say, at the beginning of the film, I thought, wow, you know, I can identify, in part, with some of his instincts, some of the things that he would like to achieve here. And I thought about my particular frustration, for example, going to the movies and having people next to you talking, or eating loudly, or breathing loudly, or whatever. And it ended up being I hate to say it, a sort of a satisfying film in terms of its cathartic release for me to watch somebody sort of fulfilling fantasies that I might have had and absolutely never would have acted upon ever in my life.
Brilliant, and the place to see it, LA, that's for sure. Well, hopefully it'll come to the film festival here, maybe.
I think either the film festival, or if it's considered to be a little bit too edgy, then maybe the Incredibly Strange Film Festival. I don't know if it's strange enough for that festival, but I really hope it gets a release. I really do think New Zealand audiences will love it. Yeah.
I know a film that's been making a huge buzz over there was Cabin in the Woods. That has been confirmed for the Incredibly Strange section here. It was originally just going to go straight to video, but they managed to get it on the big screen.
Really? Because that has been getting amazing reviews, and I would have thought that had theatrical release written all over it.
Unfortunately not here in New Zealand. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, that's super cool. So God bless America, and Len Lamont's been joining us in LA, in America. Where are you off to next?
So I'm off to Paris in a couple of days. I don't expect to go to the movies in Paris. I think there are other cultural things I can partake of while I'm there.
Sure.
Then, of course, middle of next week, by Wednesday next week, I'm heading down to Cannes for 12 days to the film festival there. So
wow.
I'm really looking forward to calling in and talking to you about what's happening there.
Yeah, hopefully you'll find some time in between, hobnobbing with the stars and checking out all those flash new films.
That's right. I mean, like if I'm hanging out with Ewan or Brad, maybe I'll just say to them, could you just keep quiet for 10 minutes? I have some work to do. So, yeah.
Much like those loud Americans behind you just before. Thanks very much, Len Lamont, joining us there in our public library.